In 2004, notables from the football world gathered in Zurich to hear FIFA President Sepp Blatter make an important announcement.
I discover it with you.
Egypt, South Africa and Morocco were the final candidates.
2010 FIFA World Cup will be organized in South Africa.
It was good news for the country still trying to establish itself after emerging from the bitter years of apartheid. It was the country's second attempt at gaining the honour of hosting the World Cup, and the celebrations both in Switzerland and back in South Africa were jubilant. Nelson Mandela was there to accept the nomination and to touch the lump of gold that is football's ultimate prize.
Well, I feel like a young man of 50.
Yes.
And the beauty of this victory is that we were dealing with highly capable competitors and who made it difficult for us to forecast what the results are going to be. And I thank everybody who has supported us.
Clearly, this would be a World Cup like none before it. Though Africa continues to produce world-class footballers, this would be the first time that the continent had hosted the World Cup finals. To qualify, South Africa had to assure FIFA that it would have 10 world-class stadiums, each capable of holding at least 40,000 people. The Showcase Stadium is Soccer City in Johannesburg. It was completely rebuilt after the World Cup responsibilities were awarded to the country. It will host a total of 8 World Cup games, including the opening match between South Africa and Mexico, as well as the final. Warm-up tournaments began being staged across the country, the most notable of which was the Confederations Cup, always held the year before the World Cup. Soccer is the country's most highly attended national sport, but it was feared that high ticket prices might prevent many local people from attending the tournament. Since the announcement, interest in the sport, which was already high, has peaked, and experts with local knowledge are predicting that the South African side will perform well. However, preparations have not all gone smoothly. Industrial unrest has slowed work on some of the venues, and FIFA officials were calling for reassurance that all would be ready in time for the tournament. The South African government was quick to respond, saying this type of last-minute rush to complete sporting infrastructure is typical of major events such as the World Cup and the Olympic Games. Nonetheless, FIFA has continued to inspect progress made on the new arenas. Six new stadiums have been built or are nearing completion. Cape Town's Greenpoint Stadium had suffered many setbacks, both through industrial disputation and environmental concerns. The FIFA president and a team of officials were keen to see firsthand the state of play at Greenpoint, amid calls for FIFA to set out a plan B in case South Africa could not complete the required venues in time for the World Cup. Workers stopped work to welcome the FIFA chief. Later, at a press conference, he would soothe the fears of the doubters.
So I can tell you that the World Cup 2010 will be organized in South Africa. The Plan B and Plan C is Africa South and South Africa.